Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Your old buddy Tim back with Revolved Realty and another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 things you should start doing right now if you are planning to sell your home in the spring. Now, you know, the weather outside is frightful. It was all cloudy and rainy today. It is the winter time here in North Alabama. And if you are from here, you know that today is cloudy with rain, 65 degrees. Tomorrow we might be 20 degrees with snow. The weather here can't make up its mind. I got to tell you, one of my favorite sayings, and I think as Mark Twain says, everybody talks about the weather, but nobody does anything about it. I think that's just brilliant. But the good news is the winter weather here, the crazy winter weather in North Alabama is going to be gone before you know it, and spring will be here. And that's the time of year that a lot of folks here in North Alabama start thinking about putting their home on the market, listing their home for sale, and getting it sold. So I thought what I would do in this video is talk about the 5 things you should do starting today, weather permitting, to get your house ready for spring. Now, some of these you might have to wait for a little nicer weather, but you can start doing all of this stuff really in no given order. There's just 5 of them here, okay? So number 1, and you might have to wait for nice weather to do this, and that is work on your curb appeal. Remember, first impressions are everything. When someone pulls up to the curb in front of your house, if your grass is dead or overgrown, or your hedges look terrible, the concrete needs pressure washing, the house is just not showing well, that first impression sticks in their mind because people think, well, if this is what the outside of the house looks like, imagine what the inside looks like. So number 1, weather permitting, and you might want to wait a month or so, but start thinking about your curb appeal. You know, if you have Bermuda, it's dormant right now, so it's kind of brown. I have a lot of folks who are moving here. They come here to look at houses, and they're not familiar with Bermuda grass, and they believe the grass is dead. Well, no, it's just dormant, and as soon as the weather consistently turns warm, we're going to see that come out. But think of things you can do. Literally go out and stand in front of your house and look at your house and what hits you wrong and what hits you right. All right, and again, usually it's just doing some lawn maintenance, cleaning up the shrubs, maybe pressure washing the asphalt. You know, little things like that make a huge difference when it comes to curb appeal. So, all right, number 2, and this is inside the house, declutter. Declutter is the opposite of clutter. And that basically means you are going to go room by room in your house and you are going to put away or get rid of anything that you are not using. Extra furniture, family pictures, knickknacks, that sort of thing. You got to remember, when someone walks into your house, they want to imagine their stuff in your house. And if your house is full of your stuff, well, they could have a hard time imagining that, and it's a turnoff. So any furniture that you're not using, especially if it's oversized furniture. I see this so much. We love our oversized furniture. We love our big, fat, leather, suede, reclining monsters. Well, guess what? If it's taking up most of the room, it makes the room look small. So think about what you can live without. Any furniture you're not using, minimize the furniture in every room, and you don't have to get rid of it. Maybe put it in a storage unit or put it in the garage. Okay, I tell everybody, hey, people are used to seeing garages full of junk. Put your stuff in the garage so the rooms do not look so cluttered. Another thing you should do when you are decluttering is take down, family pictures. Anything of a personal nature. And I know this kind of goes counterintuitive because, hey, if you walk in my house, the walls are covered with pictures of the grandkids and the daughters, okay? But if you are thinking about selling, you want to minimize the personal items that are in the house. Get rid of the pictures. Don't get rid of them. Store them somewhere. I remember once I really insulted this elderly lady. I was walking through her house, and in her kitchen, she had like 100 Elvis plates on the wall. I mean, young skinny Elvis all the way through the Vegas years to fat right before his death Elvis. She had plates. And she was so proud of these plates, guys. And I made the mistake of saying, well, you know, we're going to have to get rid of, take down all of these plates. She was furious. I literally thought she was going to kick me out of the house. And her daughter had to intervene. And she explained, Mama is a big Elvis fan, and if you are going to besmirch the king, you're not going to be the one to sell her house, okay? So I had to make, can we just get rid of, put away a few of them, whatever. So items like that, knickknacks. I go into so many houses where collectors have all of their items on display. My mom was a big collector of ceramic clowns. Go figure. And when she passed on, we were all like, you want them? You want them? Sorry, Mom. But anyway, so declutter. You know, get all the big furniture out, things you're not using. If you've got a giant coffee table in the middle of the room or 2 or 3 chairs, minimize what is every room. So declutter. Number 3 is you're going to probably have to do some fix-up. If you're like most folks, you'll live in your house and your house shows that it has been lived in. So look at things that you need to repair. Paint, fix up, clean up, update, walk through the house and put yourself in the place of someone interested in buying your house. Is the paint scuffed? Is the kitchen old and dated? And I'm not saying that you have to update the kitchen. I'm just saying ask yourself that, because that does go into what you will price the home for. But primarily, if a home is clean and the paint is fresh, there are no holes in the wall, you know, there's not like giant stains on the carpet. I can't tell you how much nasty carpet I have walked on in my career, okay? So think about it again from the standpoint of someone interested in buying your home. If they're walking through and the place looks like it's just been destroyed, it is going to affect their impression of the house and, more importantly, what they are willing to give you for that home. So what do you need to paint? And this is inside and out, all right? Do you need to pressure wash the brick? Do you need to clean out the gutters? How is the roof? How's the HVAC? I'm not saying that you have to go in and spend a ton of money on the house, but you need to know this stuff because it will come into play when you price. You know, you've got your minor fix-up, minor repairs, and then you've got your major repairs. You know, major repairs. That would be something like replacing a roof, replacing an HVAC system. If there's any issues in the crawl space foundationally, all of that stuff, guys, is going to come back on you. Because when you do put the home on the market, there will be an inspection, and there will be an inspection report, and there will be a long list of repairs, and it is damn near impossible to hide anything that's wrong with the house. All right, so granted, Alabama is a don't ask, don't tell state. It is a caveat emptor, which means buyer beware. The owner of a home doesn't really have to divulge anything. However, if you are asked and you lie about it, especially if you are a real estate professional, there can be some issues there. So be honest with yourself. Go through the house. What needs just minor fix-up, minor repair. You know, before you put a lot of money into doing anything, though, you have to look at your return on investment. If you are going to spend $25,000 updating your kitchen and it doesn't add $25,000 to the value of your home, you're probably not going to want to do that. All right. So that is number 3. Number 4 kind of goes along with declutter and fix up, and that's this. Walk through your house and sniff. Does your house smell? Are there pet odors? Are there cooking odors? And you may be nose blind to odors. It happens. I've gone into houses that it just overwhelming cigarette smoke, overwhelming pet urine, and I would ask, well, what's that smell? I don't smell anything. I don't smell anything. We really do get nose blind. So one of the best things you can do is have someone who normally isn't in the house a lot come in and tell you, what do they smell? And you need to take this for as a serious point, because as much as people judge with their eyes and their ears, road noise, airplanes flying over, they really judge with their nose. If a house smells, people are not going to buy it. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into houses and my client would go, that just really reeked of cigarette smoke, that sort of thing. So as you are decluttering and you are fixing up and you are painting and repairing, think about the smells, okay? Do you need to, if you're a heavy smoker and you've lived in a house for a while, your house is going to reek of cigarette smoke. I'm sorry. It's just the fact of the matter. Do you need to kill the wall? Do you need to paint? Can you maybe just get a commercial ozone machine that will get out some of those odors? But again, as you walk through and have someone who doesn't live there walk through with you, what are the smells in the house? And if there are strong smells, you need to do what you can to get rid of them or abate them before you put the home on the market. And that may mean you got to take your cigarettes out back. It may mean you got to take your pets outside to urinate. And that's the big thing with like carpet and that sort of thing. When pets urinate on the carpet, you can clean that carpet all day long and those stains are still going to come through and those smells are going to come through. I have seen houses that were heavily smoked in where they went in and just painted the walls and the nicotine literally just oozed back through the paint. All right, so number 5, and this is a really important one. You need to call someone like me, a realtor who knows the market well, who knows your neighborhood well, and let us help you do all of these things. I am more than happy to stand on the curb with you and take a look at your house and advise you on what I think you should do to get the most money for your home and to get it sold faster. Remember, we realtors, we live on commission. So we want to get the most money for your home. We want to get it sold faster. And so a good agent will be very honest with you, unless you got Elvis plates on the wall, and advise you on decluttering, painting, smells, fix up. The other thing that we help with is price. You know, you are you might have some idea what your house is worth, but I guarantee you, you're probably not even close. Okay, a lot of folks will just go by, well, the house up the street sold for this, or my buddy Larry's house sold for that. Well, unless your buddy Larry's house is exactly like yours, in the exact location, the exact square footage, the exact condition, it may not be comparable to your house, so you cannot base the value of your house on good old buddy Larry's house, all right? So what I do and what a good agent does is we will walk through the house with you. We're there to do an assessment, okay? We're, number one, assessing the neighborhood as we approach. We assess the curb appeal. Once we walk through, we're going to assess the condition of the house. We're going to assess whether it is dated or not. We're going to assess the clutter and the smells and the noise and everything. And then we are going to advise you on what the best price for your house, market-wise, should be, all right? When I go into a home, I do my research. I know what houses similar to this one in the neighborhood have sold for. I know what they're on the market for. I know what the condition was. And by the time I walk in and meet with a listing client like you, I know from a market standpoint what the price of this house should be. All right. And a lot of this goes back to condition. You know, when we were talking about the doing the paint and repairs and that sort of thing, you can have two identical houses side by side, exactly alike, except this one has had the kitchen updated, the master bath updated, you know, fresh paint, and the price difference is just going to be insane. All right. So the best thing you can do before you even start on this list is give me a call. Be happy to come out with you, no obligation whatsoever, walk through the house, advise you on what I think you should do to get the most money out of your house. And I'll also advise you on the things that I wouldn't bother doing, okay? You adjust the price accordingly if you don't get a return on your investment when you are doing fix-up. All right, so there you go, guys. Those are the 5 things you need to start thinking about today, whether, regardless, if you are thinking about listing your home to sell in the spring, okay? Hey guys, I hope that was helpful. I would be more than happy to help you with this process. Give me a call. My number is below. Let's make an appointment. Again, no obligation. I will come out and do a full assessment for you. I will do a market analysis for you. And by the time I leave, you are going to know exactly how you fare on the top 5 list, all right? That's it, guys. If I can help you in any way when it comes to real estate, my contact information is below. Give me a call. I hope to see you soon. And until then, have a great day.